I think the last time we reacted to anything Batman related was literally 1 year ago.
Was it exactly?
It was practically a whole year ago.
Feels longer.
I think it was DC Fandom last year.
You're right, it was.
So this is some crazy shit. There's been a whole year to get anything new out of this, but hey, better late than never. Hey, NarendraTheComic again!
India!
No, we have nonsense, but right now we have a full trailer, the first main trailer, the first bit of content in, I believe, about a year of the Batman. And this is something that we were both excited for, but both unsure on. Just because of how well done the Christopher Nolan trilogy was. Specifically the first two movies, the third one, hit and miss. But the first two, unbelievable storytelling. And it's gonna be hard to top that.
Yeah, they were pretty perfect. Let's be honest, they were iconic. I would go so far as to say legendary.
Wow, Barney Stinson.
Yeah. And Robert Pattinson, I really liked him in the first trailer. I was surprised how much he fit the role as this odder, slightly more goth version.
Goth, campy version. Not campy, maybe that's the wrong word, but definitely goth.
But it fit, like there was this darkness there. I think if I remember correctly, I got goosebumps. And so I'm hoping, if this is a good trailer, I'll get goosebumps again. Yeah, the scoring was very, very good. I thought the soundtrack they put on the last trailer was unbelievable. Plus, it looked like it was shot really, really well. So let's get to this trailer. DC Fandom finally put up a trailer, and I just hope that they put up the other ones, because Black Adam is really the trailer I want to see. That's the one up there that I want to see The Rock electrifying the world in every single way in that role. But this is like a close second. But it definitely is a number 2 to Black Adam. So let's get to this trailer anyway. Let's go.
Police! Hands up!
Looks a bit like Cillian Murphy from that angle, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Riddler. Right.
Hey then.
Fear is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a
Oh,
warning.
these are the Joker copycats. Did he just electrocute him?
That's what it looked like.
I've been trying to reach you.
Fire the gun!
This is about a king, and Riddler's the match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance. What's black
Huh.
and blue and dead all over? You. Take it.
I got you!
I got you.
Go!
No. No. No.
So.
Oh, he just crashed into him. Oh, that is a bit menacing, isn't it? That was,
With the cape billowing.
yeah. Wow, that is soon. We have been, you know, kind of taken out from society for such a long time that March 2022 is really round the corner, 6 months away. I kind of thought this was going to come out in 2023, but 2022, damn. Again, the visuals though, a lot of incredibly well shot stuff.
It took my words away. I'm speechless.
You are literally speechless. She's not able to put together a sentence right now. I don't know why. I don't know what it was.
No, nor do I. I can't put my finger on the feeling this is giving me. It's something like uncanny.
I think the
freakish.
first trailer was actually better than this one. I think the first teaser had a lot more interesting elements to it. I think it was better put together than this one. This one gave a bit more action, gave a bit more story maybe, but I think the last one, it left you with a lot of intrigue.
Yeah.
And maybe because that was the point of that trailer, now this one is maybe just hype up a bit more. And actually, to be fair, I do think Zoe Kravitz is going to do a decent job as Catwoman. I wasn't sure. I was a bit dubious, but from this, I kind of buy it.
When I think of Catwoman, I think of Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
And she wasn't exactly great as Catwoman,
Yeah.
but I think she was a bit overlooked. I think she was okay.
Yeah, she was certainly memorable. But I think Zoe Kravitz is going to make this her own. And from the shots we've had of her and the lines that she delivered, it's very believable.
Yeah. I might even say it's more believable than... This is controversial than Robin Pattinson. Because I think he's a good casting. He was a different casting. It's kind of like how Will Poulter has been cast as Adam Warlock. He's not the first casting that would come to mind. He's not someone who you would have penned on to say, that's the person to cast. Because there were people like Zac Efron as potential options, or a bunch of other better known people to get that role who may have commercially fit the role, but he was the best person for that role with that story. And I think Marvel know what they're doing, and I think DC in this case obviously know what they're doing, and the people, Matt Reeves making this movie, knew what they wanted to get out of it and thought Robert Pattinson is the guy to do it.
Yeah, well, I think that between Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz, they're going to become this duo that when you think of one, you're immediately going to think of the other, and they might fit together really well. Their synergy. Yeah. It might just be perfect.
I think that's going to happen with Andy Serkis, to be honest. I'm kind of loving him.
Yeah.
Not much of him, but stole it.
He, honestly, the moment I heard his voice, I was like, no. And then when we saw him, I was like, oh no, they've actually doubled down, and the level, I'm expecting an even higher level now knowing he's involved.
Plus, it's like a slightly younger Alfred as well. You're not going to the super old versions, so he might be kicking a little bit of butt in this as well.
Yeah.
He might be. I'm not saying he will, but I hope so.
I see it, and I'd be very happy to see it.
So obviously there's the Riddler in this.
Yep.
And that other beast there was the Penguin. It's Colin Farrell playing the Penguin. Did you know
Colin
that?
Farrell?
That's Colin Farrell.
No.
Yeah.
That's Colin Farrell?
That's Colin Farrell.
Wow, he does not look like the Colin Farrell I
There's
remember.
a lot of prosthetics on him.
Wow. Whoa, I would never have recognised him.
No, of course not. The man looks like a balloon.
I would never have recognised Colin Farrell, though. But I imagine he's going to bring it.
I mean, clearly he's doing something different. Very, very distinct. And I think that's the way they can make this one stand out from the Christopher Nolan films. Immediately, they've gone with different villains.
Yeah.
And I think that is the only thing they could have done to differentiate themselves as much as possible. Because if they'd gone with Joker, or Bane, or Scarecrow, whoever it was, Ra's al Ghul, you definitely would have pigeonholed yourself. But by doing this, you kind of have a new lease of life. You have a bit of leeway.
There's a different flavour to this, which I am highly anticipating. And knowing that it's going to come out in the next 6 months, I honestly can't wait. This shot particularly, there was something about it that made me feel very uncomfortable.
It's like Batman shouldn't be dirty.
Is that
I think so, yeah.
I'm like, what has he just gone through to look like that? He also looks like he's ready to murder someone.
Or that he just murdered someone.
When I saw this, I was like, the Joker? And then we got a bit closer when he was beating the shit out of them.
Yeah, I think they were in the previous trailer, though. I remember seeing that vengeance line, and he was beating down on a bunch of people who seemingly had Joker makeup on. So we know that the Joker is also a part of this world. Maybe Batman's already kind of done him in and he's in jail. He's in Arkham or wherever he might be. So these people seem like maybe minions, maybe impersonators, maybe people who aspire to be like him, and he's having to throw the beat down on them for being like, hey, you stop that. Don't do it. There have been a lot of great Batmans of the past. I think when you look at it, obviously there's Christian Bale. Obviously there's George Clooney. But I do think Ben Affleck just gets a bit of flack. And now I think people are realizing he was actually a decent Batman. Michael Keaton is up there A tier. He's very good at what he did in that role for that time. But I think Ben Affleck, I think he's been looked at slightly differently now. People are giving him a little bit more props than they did 5 years ago. And I'm one of those people. I
think it's a case of you don't know how good it is until it's gone.
Yeah.
People at the time were like, oh, Ben Affleck, yeah. When you saw him against Superman in those films, he did fit the part. Like, he looked very menacing. and he did a lot of work for it,
Yeah.
and it was believable. But now he's gone, people are going, oh yeah, maybe I was a bit mean about Ben Affleck. He did a good job,
I'm
you
telling
know?
you, every time I rewatch Dawn of Justice, Justice League, the Snyder Cut, I like it more and more every time. I really disliked Dawn of Justice when it first came out. But I rewatched it like 6 months ago and thought, damn, it's actually not bad. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's a lot of bloat, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. And I don't think I gave it the props it deserved in 2015, 2016. So I think Robert Pattinson has an uphill battle. I think he's a good actor. I've seen him in some of the other stuff he's done outside of Twilight, all right? But like we said, he was chosen in this role for a reason, and they're probably gonna convince us that he was the right person to play this character. But I'll tell you, DC fandom, hopefully you'll be putting up the other trailers tomorrow. Today, there's the Suicide Squad for the new game where they kill the Justice League. Absolute insanity. There's a Black Adam trailer. There's apparently a Flash trailer. There's a Peacemaker trailer. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. And until they put them up on their official sites, I'm just not doing it. So please, upload a Black Adam trailer so I can finally see what's going on. Because the hype and the electricity is sizzling hot. It's real. And I want to be there and experience it. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Batman himself gonna come after you. You don't want that. Do they want that?
No.
You really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been India.
She's been on Sensei. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,000 days now. And we ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never know here, just how it goes. Also bring the bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi, and we also bring that. Bring a lot. Bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more. See you then. Skadoosh.